Hello, pathetic fools. You are all about to be succumbing to my infinite power and doom. Yes, doom. Lots of doom for you. Yeah, I was just watching Overlord on YouTube. I have to get back to being me now. All right. So this video is probably just gonna be an exercise in me relieving some frustration and possibly engaging in a fruitless effort to try to compare two sabers that you may or may not care about. You remember this? This is the Saber Trio Aaron. This is a NeoPixel saber that I've had for about 3 weeks. See how that socket is empty? Yeah, that's annoying. I ordered my blade from someone on Etsy. It's only about 3 different sellers that make the blades for these things, and it took about 2 weeks to complete the blade. Actually, it's more like 2.5 weeks. And then I received a shipping notification, and I immediately saw the shipping notification. I went woo, and then the shipping notification, which was labeled as a pre-shipment. It's been in pre-shipment mode for about a week, so even though the label was generated, the blade hasn't shipped yet. So I'm a little bit perturbed by that. For Halloween, this is going to be my saber of choice. I have a party I'm going to go to on the 26th. Lucky me! But I don't have the blade yet. And coincidentally, the 25th is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. And I would like to have that blade before my birthday. At any rate, it still works.
I'll show you the dark side.
Just not as impressive without the blade. So this is me being a little bit whiny, and I want my blade, and I'm almost considering buying the Revan saber that the patch store has, just because that comes with the NeoPixel blade, and wait another 2 weeks and deal with their shoddy customer service to get my blade. Okay, that's enough of that. Sorry for the negativity. I repent, and I won't do that anymore. So, well, this is annoying. Hold on. I'm going to put you down. All right. I'm back. I'm always ill-prepared for these things. All right. That's a Spazbros saber. And this is another Spazbros saber. There we go. In frame. Oh, don't roll away. Okay. That's my biggest issue, other than lack of production values or preparedness or being articulate, is rolling things. Okay. So, this saber, which I have reviewed, is a Ramkota prop, and this one is an as yet unnamed sort of one-off saber. But as far as I know, they both originated from the Spazbros store. However, this one I purchased from an individual seller who is more than likely the proprietor of the Spazbros Etsy store. And he seemed as much, because when I ordered this, I had my choice of LEDs that I could pick. And that was not the case with this one. When you order one of these, it's made specifically with the color blade that you're going to get is predetermined. But on this one, I was able to pick one of 3 colors. Now, I haven't seen too many. I mean, this person still sells unique sabers, but rarely do you see the same one more than once. So, as far as I know, this is the only one in existence in the entire world. Lucky me. They're both kind of constructed using the same techniques. I would say that they probably started off with a slab of aluminum tubing that were similar in diameter, and then just kind of laid it down uniquely, depending on what the plans were going to be. So just kind of give you the visual tour, and you can kind of like assess for yourself. Here, let me get them closer. Assess for yourself. Kind of get some kind of linearization here. What this person did. I'm just showing this to you so you can see kind of the work in general. I'm appreciative of it. It's simple. It's inexpensive. It's not meant to be the greatest saber in the history of humankind. Here we have the emitters, and you can see kind of the differences in the emitter. This one kind of bevels off here, and this one's a more rounded affair. For some reason, the blade tends to go in a little bit deeper on this one than it does on this one. But the blades both hold fairly securely. And what I find interesting is on this one, the switch is here. But on this one, the switch is towards the handle, which I found is kind of a hindrance. I've been, I have swung this around and I've accidentally turned it on and off a few times. If that were a traditional CoverTech wheel, you probably wouldn't have the same issue. You would feel it and it would be kind of a hindrance, but obviously a CoverTech wheel doesn't control whether the saber is on or off. This location for the switch is a little bit more amenable and tends to work a little bit better. Obviously, this saber doesn't have a wrap, and this one does, albeit the wrap on this thing is just sort of, I think it might be just like athletic tape or something like that. It may be actual leather, but I don't think that it is. I think that would have affected the price considerably, and the price I paid for this would have been probably 1.5 times more expensive if that were the case. But nonetheless, this works well. It's smooth, and there's no indication that it's going to come undone at any point. And it's been kind of lacquered so that it's nice and flat and preserved. So the fellow that did this kind of worked with what he had and produced the best product that he could with what was available. So I'm appreciative of that. That being said, these sabers seem quite durable. Their electronics, as I've alluded to in previous videos, are as simple can be. The LEDs are not the kind of LEDs that would win any awards for brightness. So we have a blue and we have a green, and this one has the Ultra Saber's blade that I throw in pretty much every saber that I do a review in. So it's if you can kind of see, it's starting to get a little bit pocked and it's really getting beaten up. It's warped. So that's my blade I trash. The blade that came with this saber from the Etsy store. I'm pointing that one. That one doesn't have a film in it, so you can kind of see on the blue blade. It doesn't. It has a little bit more of an opacity, whereas the other one's a little bit more transparent, which is all right for what it is. These are. I don't think this blade's any more thick than the standard Ultra Saber's blade, so it could probably take a bit of a beating before it started to succumb to the abuse. But that being said, they both have the same exact situation going on with the pommel and the end cap with a little ring on it. So that seems kind of standard, but not exclusively. They have many different models from they have Darth and Nihilus. They have I don't know all the characters from the video games, but that's pretty much the theme of that particular website or that Etsy store, the Spazbros. They have some really, really unique pieces. Again, some of the more stringent, saber aficionados will probably, stick their noses up at, some of the materials that are available. But I find that they're pretty neat, and for the price, I'm considering getting a few more of them. Lastly, just to reiterate, these things just run off of two AAA batteries, so as simple gets. I think if you'll allow me to put the phone down for a second, if I can make this work, I'm gonna pull out the end cap and show you exactly what's inside one of these, because I've spoken a lot about it, but I don't really deliver the goods often on the internals of sabers. But this one's simple enough that let me see what I can do. Okay, hold on. No, come on, you will notify me. Aha, aha. All right, success. Kaplach. Yeah, I'm a weirdo. All right, so here's said end cap, and you can see it just kind of has these little friction thingamabongers that hold it on. And let me see if I can get the battery out. What's the situation here? Yeah, there you go. You just go. Yeah, there it goes. All right. Thank you for cooperating. I do appreciate you showing up and cooperating like that. So anyway, yeah, that was real high tech. Look at that thing. The thing was crafted to well, I don't have anything clever to say. Well, that's a shame. Let me see. Can you see inside there? Look at it. It helps that the light's on, but you can see kind of. Look at it. We'll get you right into there. We'll get you right into there. Is that really actually kind of a cool shot, or what? This whole video was just a build up to this one shot. I'm just gonna make this video like 2 hours long. It's just gonna be this. No, I'm just messing with you. I'm not gonna do that to you. Anyway, so this is just kind of my attempt to show off, what to expect from this particular seller, and giving him a shout out. This is, of course, like I said, from the Spazbros Etsy store, and I'll stop. I'll probably stop making videos about these things until I get the next one. And obviously, there's a lot of sellers that kind of sell these little hodgepodge sabers on the Etsy store. Like it's really, if you go there and you start exploring custom sabers, you're gonna see so many various and sundry sellers just creating all kinds of unique and custom options. And so you're not limited exclusively to just buying from Ultra Sabers and Saber Forge and Saber Tree and Saber Mock and the Patch Store and Saber this and Saber this and Saber Blabbity Blue and Saber Whatchamaboinger and Saber Woo and Uber Saber and all those, whatever. You've got options. So go out there, explore, live a little, see what there is to see, and if you see something you like, try to look for a review first, because there was no reviews on these, which is why I've been making reviews on these, just so people have some kind of information to fall back on. At any rate, I'm going to leave you guys alone to enjoy the rest of your day, and I have plans today that involve not being inside, which is kind of nice. So, at any rate, I bid you all a fine adieu, and I hope you have amazingly wonderful, awesome, super cool, radical days yourselves. All right? I will talk to you later, and you all have fun now. Bye.